Hare Krishna, Namaste. Chapter 12, which is entitled as Bhakti-yoga. Sloka 9. Atha cittaṁ samādhātuṁ na śaknoṣi mayi sthiram abhyāsa-yogena tato icchāptuṁ dhanañ-jaya. In the first sloka, Arjuna asked, which one gives the faster result? Is it the worship of your personal form, or is it the worship of impersonal form? In the second sloka, Krishna gave a short answer that it is the Bhagavat Upasana, the personal form. And then in the third, fourth and fifth sloka, Krishna elaborated on the second worship, which is impersonal form of worship, or another variation we saw is Atma Upasakas, the worshipper of self, the Atma, how difficult it is. And in sixth and seventh sloka, greatness of bhakti was elaborated, and there Krishna said clearly that it is only through the Bhagavat Upasana that one can attain the Lord faster, sooner compared to the other worshipper. Then in the eighth sloka, Krishna gives an instruction to Arjuna saying that therefore completely fix your mind upon me only. Establish your buddhi, your intelligence, firmly, meaning having a complete determination to attain me. If you do so, you will experience that you are living with me. You will never be separated from me. Mayeva mana ādastva mayi buddhim niveshaya nivasyasi mayi eva atha urdhvam na samsayaha. This is what we learned so far. Now, when Arjuna heard that Krishna said to fix his mind upon him, nothing else, Arjuna was thinking to himself, how is it possible? How can I fix my mind upon you continuously all the time? Not only that, you mentioned I must have a strong desire or determination to attain you, mayi buddhim niveshaya. In this way, one can live with you. Mayeva nivasyasi. You will live with that person or with me. And you said we will never be separated. And I don't need to be doubtful or fearful of anything in my life, as you will be my rakshaka, protector. You will be my guardian. When I hear these things, I feel so nice, and it certainly brings an unexplainable joy, happiness within me. But along with that happiness comes a greater fear, Krishna. How can I fix my mind and have a determination on you? For many days, months, years, many lifetimes, I have been only meditating upon my senses and worldly things. My determination has always been to attain pleasure towards the lower things because of my uncontrollable senses and desires. That is because those are the things I am quite very familiar with, and those are the things I usually deal on daily basis. I haven't seen you, Krishna, What Arjuna is saying is, I have not seen you as you are. This is all new to me. Then how can I do what you saying now? Fixing the mind constantly and having a determination of wanting to attain you only. When the mind, even for a short while, is unable to dwell on your thoughts, how can I focus it completely on you at all times? This is Arjuna's question. He doesn't explicitly ask this question, but Krishna, understanding Arjuna's mind, now he is going to recommend something for Arjuna. And that recommendation is, now if you cannot fix your mind completely upon me, and if you cannot have the determination to attain me, then the thing that you can do is to meditate or remember my qualities. Engage your mind by bringing back the thoughts towards my kalyana guna, means my auspicious qualities. One thing to be mentioned here at this point before proceeding further is these set of verses that we are going to see has been explained by different acharyas in different ways, and all of them establishes the superiority of bhakti-yoga over other processes. One says that sadhana bhakti or the regulative principles of bhakti-yoga to be developed, whereas another explanation says abhyāsa-rupa bhakti, endeavoring to attain Krishna by withdrawing the wandering mind repeatedly by fixing on Krishna's beautiful form. Whereas another explanation says fixing abhyāsa-yogena towards the qualities of Krishna, the auspicious qualities of Krishna. Nevertheless, it's all related to bhakti yoga. Now let's see the word by word meaning. Mayi, upon me, sthiram, steadily, cittaṁ, mind, samādhātuṁ, to fix, to establish in yoga, na śaknoṣi atha, if you are unable, tato, then abhyāsa-yogena, by the practice of devotional service, through the means of thinking often only of me, icchāptuṁ, to attain me, ichcha, desire, dhanañ-jaya, O winner of wealth, Arjuna. Translation: My dear Arjuna, O winner of wealth, if you cannot fix your mind upon me without deviation, then follow the regulative principles of bhakti-yoga. In this way, develop a desire to attain me. Dhanañ-jaya, Krishna calls Arjuna with this name, meaning winner of wealth, where Krishna is indirectly saying that be a real winner of wealth. The real wealth is to meditate upon Krishna, Krishna's auspicious qualities. That is the real wealth you should be having, Arjuna. Then you can be called as real dhanañ-jaya. Abhyāsa-yogena. Abhyāsa means a repetitive process. Through the means of repetitive process, thinking of something repeatedly. That is abhyāsa-yogena. So Krishna is recommending Arjuna, by a repeated practice in frequent contemplating on Krishna, who has innumerable unsurpassed auspicious qualities, without even a tinge of blemish. Because when we examine the worldly things that we deal with, it has a lot of faults in it. Whereas Krishna and Krishna's qualities are surpassed excellence. When we compare these two, the mind automatically moves away from the material things and get absorbed in Krishna. Krishna is an ocean of only auspicious qualities. When we start remembering Krishna's qualities, then automatically an attraction towards Krishna increases and our mind becomes fixed in Krishna. There are many wonderful qualities. To name some, saundharya, that is the beauty of the Lord. Each and every part, limbs of the Lord is very attractive. By abhyāsa, by repeated process, we bring our focus towards Krishna's beauty, trying to remember Krishna's beauty. When we try to remember Krishna and His beauty, we won't get bored. As we get bored to see the worldly things, because they deteriorate, the beauty of this world deteriorate. They are not the same. They cannot be the same. But Krishna is always beautiful. Saundarya, Saushilya, simplicity. Krishna mixes with everyone without seeing his supremacy. Guha, Sugriva, Vibhishana, by birth they were totally different. But the Lord does not see them by their birth. He mixes with them equally. One can remember such qualities of the Lord, how simple He is to anyone and everyone, how easy to approach Him. That's Saushilyam, number 2. Number 3, Sauhardha. Sauhardha means always wanting or thinking welfare of every living entity. Constantly thinking what good can he do for others. Sukritam, how to help, how to rectify our mistakes, correct us, and to bring us back to His lotus feet. Sauhardha. Number 4, Vatsalya, a parental affection towards all of us. He doesn't see the faults in us. Even if He sees the faults, He sees that as another great quality, like a parent sees the children. When the child speaks something, the mother enjoys the speech of the child, even though it doesn't make any sense. Likewise, Krishna's Vatsalya, His parental affection, has no limits towards His children. That's all of us. That's number 4. Number 5, Karunya, is compassionate nature. Without being asked, He comes to help. Number 6, Madhurya, sweetness. His beauty is sweet. His speech is sweet. His actions are sweet. His names are sweet. Everything about Krishna is Madhuryam. Number 7, Gambhirya, one who doesn't get disturbed by anything. Being very composed even when seeing the most disgusting people, disturbing people. He is the one who is undisturbed by anything that would stop him to protect and save his devotees. Gambhirya. Number 8, Audharya, very generous. very generous in giving things to his devotees. In fact, he who thinks his devotees are much generous than himself because they are coming to him. The greatest audharyam, generosity of the Lord, is he who reveals his beautiful form to his devotees in the form of the deities. Audharyam. Number 9. Saurya. Faces any enemies with no fear. Therefore, only Krishna, who is Saurya, can destroy my enemies, the enemies within me. Number 10. Virya. One who never gets tired of doing any task. We can see each of these qualities comparing to ourselves is completely opposite. So in this way we can understand how great Krishna is with these qualities. Number 11. Parakrama. Always attains victory against his enemies. There's no one can win the Lord. Number 12. Sarvajñatva. One who can see things right in front and knows it. Number 13. Satyakamatva. One who possesses things that are imperishable. Number 14. Satya Sankalpatva. Executes his desire with no obstacles, even if obstacles appear. What is will be executed. Number 15. Sarveshwaratva. Lord of everyone. Keeps everyone in his control. And number 16. Sakala Karanatva. Cause of all causes. Trivida Karana. That is a creator, is a maintainer, is a destroyer. He is the Upadhana Karana, Nimitta Karana, Sahakari Karana. If we start remembering these qualities, or even some of these qualities, our mind will automatically get attracted towards Krishna. Appreciate Krishna through his qualities. Though we see people we interact with may have some good qualities, but when we see even one quality which we don't like in that person, our mind will start rejecting that person. But in case of Krishna, there is not even one fault that we can find to reject him. It's only good things, all auspicious qualities. In this way, you, Arjuna, try to practice to remember my qualities regularly. Your mind will get detached from the sense enjoyment and get attached towards me. And then you will be able to fix your mind upon me with determination, as I mentioned in Sloka 8. Therefore, make this as a regulative practice that you do every day to remember me, my qualities. Now Arjuna is going to say that anything to do with mind is not possible for me, Krishna. Initially you told to fix completely upon you. Then you are saying to remember your qualities. It's all to deal with mind. For me to engage my mind in some thoughts, especially good thoughts, then what to speak about you? It is challenge. My mind wants to continuously do some activities, physical activities. Therefore, for me, the suggestion that you are saying now, recommendation, is difficult. I won't be able to remember your qualities Krishna. Understanding Arjuna's difficulty. Now Krishna going to go one step down to help Arjuna. In other words, to help all of us. We will see what that is in 10th sloka. Atha cittaṁ samādhātuṁ śaknoṣi mayi sthiram abhyāsa-yogena tato icchāptuṁ dhanañ-jaya. Namaste. Hare Krishna.